Hey everybody, Nigel's Review, Nigel's Modelling Bench, and I have yet another review for you, and I've got to do this one because I said I would. The lovely Peter over at Artscale Kit, this company here, artscalekit.eu is where you can get it from. There you go, artscalekit.eu. You can buy this kit and you can also buy this upgrade set for it. So this is the Great War Hobby 1/35th scale BMW R75 with sidecar. It also has a little trailer in there as well, which they don't mention on the front. They don't mention BMW obviously because of licensing and that. But basically what happened is, if you remember, I did a review and there were some lovely little wheels for the little Velux car, is it? That is made by Edward, and now Peter is now boxing from Artscale Kit. What's it called? Velocer or something like that. And basically I said to him, you should do the motorcycles because, as we all know, you've got the old Tamiya BMW and everything, and they've all got these thick plastic wheels, and you've got some of them like this one with the photo-etched spokes and everything, and they just never quite look right to me. So I said you should do some 3D printed wheels for it. So he has. So this is basically a 3D printed little set for this kit, which we're going to look at in a minute. But basically this video is all about looking at this kit. Now obviously the kit's been opened, the bags have been opened, he's needed to go in and measure parts to make his 3D parts and stuff. But it's new, it's complete, and I'm going to build it using his parts because he's asked me to. So the kit number is 3510. He also does the aftermarket set for the, is it the Zundap? I did have it here on the side and I've just put it away. But there's another Great War Hobby motorcycle which he does the set for. So basically looking around the box, we can see on the side here we've got some CAD images of the trailer. CAD images of how the wheels are assembled. I really do like this way of making wheels with all this is a Bronco thing, and it does really give you nice treads. You can see we've got photo-etched brass there, and then here we have photo-etched nickel steel or stainless steel or something. It might be nickel silver, because the spokes will be stronger. If they were brass, they'd be very, very weak indeed, and they'd be easy to distort. So they've got them pre-formed for you. It's a Lion Roar product. It's made for children 14 and over, so I'm okay. And here we have two schemes. Well, we have the same. It's the same colour, but here we have the motorcycle and sidecar on its own, and here we have with the trailer, and you can see we've got different wheels. So we have different wheels on the trailer. We have additional wheels in the kit that aren't used, and then we also have the PE wheels and tyres in the kit that we're not going to use because we've got the aftermarket. So we are going to end up with a mountain of spare wheels once this kit is built. So having a look inside, one thing I did notice as well, I'd forgotten, this got that big spare wheel on the back there. So having that in this 3D printed material is going to look great as well. So opening the box, quite a small box. We've got the instructions here, and we've got our bits and pieces, our bags of sprues. So we'll have a look at all of that in a minute. Let's have a look at the instructions first. Let's bring the light back overhead now we don't have the reflection issues. So some information there about the BMW. You can freeze frame and read that now if you like. There it is there in Chinese. So the 1/35th AFV series by Lion Roar. Great War Hobby kits generally are amazing, so we shall see. As you can see already, we've got a load of tyres here that we're not using, and then we've got all these wheels and tyres here, and we've got all these frets here, and then we've got two. I've got decals there. Sorry, we've got a fret of photo-etched, and then we've got more wheels here. So we've got a big old mountain of wheels going on here. So we're starting off by straight away we're removing a piece of plastic and adding a spring, which we've got in the kit. So we'll have to have a look at that. And then we're putting the gearbox cases together, adding the front cover, and then we're building up the cylinders, which obviously we won't do because we've got those 3D printed. But we're going to add the carburetors, and then we're going to add the kickstart. We've got a little oil tank going on the side there, adding the cylinders with their push rod tubes. I don't think the 3D printed parts have, no they don't. I thought they might have had the push rod tubes, that they don't. So you're going to use the plastic push rod tubes. Not that you're going to see much of them anyway. And then we've got a little PE part going on here, which looks like a carburetor feed or something like that. Or is it a spark plug? That's a spark plug lead, I think. And then we've got a little bit going on there with nuts and bolts. And then here we get to the wheel assembly. So you're going to add this piece to that wheel, and then add the photo-etched spokes. and then add this piece to that wheel and add the photo-etched spokes, and then you've got another piece going in the middle. So you're going to build up this sandwich of 5 slithers of plastic, and it's going to give you that lovely looking wheel with the photo-etched centre, which will be great for your Tamiya BMW if you've got one, because we're going to use the 3D printed parts on this one. So here we're bringing the frame halves together. I'm just looking there. So it doesn't have a swinging arm. No, it's a hardtail. I didn't notice that. So it's a hardtail, doesn't have a swinging arm. So the wheel's going directly onto there. So that's why we've got a spring in the seat, I guess. And we've got the hub going together here, going into the wheel. So you're not going to be using any of this. You're just going to put in this onto the 3D printed parts. And then going on here, we've got like a splash shield, or like a splash shield for the rider's legs, to keep his legs dry. We've got all this mechanism here being made up from PE. We've got a crash bar there going around to protect the engine should the bike be dropped over. And then here we've got the pillion seat going on, and that's just going to sit directly on top of the mudguard. God, that must have been uncomfortable, sitting directly over the wheel on a hardtail motorcycle on a solid frame. My God, it must have been awful. And then we've got the exhaust here with the silencer going up there. So the silencer is quite high up. So you're going to be sat on the back of the bike with your leg burning off and getting living daylights knocked out of your spine. Great. We've got the headlight going on there. We've got the Speedo integral with the headlight. We've got a decal for that. And then we've got a clear disc to go on top. We have the brake drum going in there into the front wheel. And then we're assembling all the forks up, adding the handlebars. Note the levers come in rather than go like that. They're coming from the outside. It's very interesting. We've got a little mirror there as well. Time to get your chrome paint out. Mudguard supports going on. 3 of those. And then we're adding that onto the... Do we have a pin? I'm just looking here. We don't have a pin by the look of it. It looks like it just sits on there. So I'm guessing you don't cement that. And then you've got this additional support going on the back here. Or is that a guard or something? Is that a guard for the rear light? We've got a toolbox or a pannier going on the side there. And then we're going to build up the sidecar. So we've got some simple leaf springs, simple little chassis, little seat going inside there. Again, that has no suspension. Oh yes, it does. It has a leaf spring on it there, look. So, another pannier there going on the front of the sidecar. And then we're going to add the spare wheel, so that's another 3D printed part. And then we're going to add the actual working wheel underneath the mudguard, which we've made up here. That's going to look beautiful on there in that mudguard. We've got the photo-etched flange for the fuel can there, and the handles going on separately on the top. And then we're going to bring that together. That's going onto the side of the motorcycle. You've got these support bars there, and then the actual main frame, the main chassis of the sidecar is going into the frame there. So that's very, very nice indeed. Machine gun here, made up of several parts. I'm surprised actually Peter didn't make the machine gun in 3D as well, to sort of really finish off the set. I'm sure the kit part is lovely. He probably thought, he looked at it and thought he didn't need to. And then here we've got the trailer. Please choose the type of the trailer freely, so you can do what you want. So there's the trailer with all the frame and everything. You might choose not to use the trailer on the bike, you might use it on something else. But there's no mention of the trailer on the box or anything. It's crazy. There's just a picture on the side of it. And then here we've got version A, which is Rampak Bridge, Libya 1942. H403 is the colour of the body. So H403 is, if I've got it on here, H403 is dark yellow. Okay, so you use Tamiya LP... No, that's, yeah, LP55, there you go. Tamiya LP55, dark yellow. They also do a dark yellow too, don't they, I think? That's light brown, DAK 1942. I think there's a dark yellow too as well. I think they corrected the colour. Now that's buff. Sorry, hang with me a sec, guys. I'm sure there's a dark yellow too. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, maybe there is. I could have sworn there was another one. Maybe it's in the XF range. But anyway, so that's that one. So that's the yellow version. You've got a little shield on the side there. So that's going to look quite pretty in those colours. Although I would always go for German grey. I like doing everything in German grey if I can. And then this one here is going to be in German grey, H32 field grey. Okay. Not really sure that's the correct colour there. I would have thought it'd be German grey. It would be the right colour, which is, I can't remember now, in I know it's XF63, isn't it? Anyway, whatever. So that's the grey one, that's the brown one, that's the grey one. So there you got your two options there. So yeah, very nice, very complete little kit, and very highly detailed with lots of little photo etched parts on it. So it's going to look extremely nice. You can see there you've got a little, I hadn't noticed that before, you've got a little photo etch, like hasp and staple thing with a little photo etch padlock going on there. So that's going to look really nice. So let's have a look at the little kit. So here we have this sprue here, which isn't in a bag. So this is one of our tyre assemblies. Is this one of the sprues we're going to actually use? Let me get the image up. Let me get it up so I can see what we're going to use and what we're not going to use. Yeah, so this is sprue E. So that's one of the sprues we're going to use if we didn't have the 3D parts. We should have another one of those in there. Yes, we have. We've got another one here. So there's another one there. So we've got 4 of those. Okay, so that's going to go in there with them. And we have a little sprue of clear parts there. So we've got the headlight lens there with the actual pattern in it, which is nice. And some other little lenses for some side lights and stuff there. So that's very lovely. So that can all go in there. And then we have, here's a big sprue. We'll take it out of the bag. So this is all looking very nice, mudguards and everything. We've got some more wheels. These are obviously the coarser tread wheels, so that's why we're not using them. So here we've got the actual frame itself, which is beautiful. I'll give you a close-up in a sec, guys. Which is beautifully moulded. We've got the actual engine casing there with the seat, and there's that spring that we're going to remove there. So we're going to get rid of that. Got some little supports for the sidecar here. We've got a couple of saddles. That one's ready to come off. There's the front cover for the engine, and there's the front forks. You can see it's tiny. It's a tiny little model, but very, very pretty, very nice indeed. I should enjoy building this because it'll be a very quick build. It'll be one of those you pretty much put the whole thing together and paint it grey. And then here we have, this is the sidecar sprue, by the look of it. So they've obviously got everything sort of, yeah, this is the motorcycle, and then this is the sidecar. Velarex is the word I was trying to look at for that car earlier on. That's what we're just seeing. That it looks like a Velarex, the car. I've got the leaf spring there for the sidecar, and then there's the spare wheel mount. Again, we've got these tyres here which we're not going to use. But yeah, all in all, very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. I'm thinking that this may be their older system, and then people complained about it because the tyre's too chunky and you got the big seam in the middle, and then they went for the system where you make it up in layers. We've got a few parts loose off the sprue there, I can see. This bag here hasn't been opened. This is actually the trailer. Lovely staples. We love them so much. Thank you for using staples, because we like them a lot, don't we, guys? They are a complete and utter pain. So this is the trailer. See there, very nicely done. I can't see any ejection pin marks anywhere. So you've got a trailer there with a frame on the outside, and there's a trailer there with no frame. So I wonder if you could almost make 2 trailers. There's a frame there that goes on that one. It looks like you could probably make 2 trailers. So that's quite cool. Because we've got a chassis there, or a frame that goes around it. We've got a frame that goes around it there. We've got, where's the axle? Yeah, we've got 2 it looks like we've got 2 of everything, so we could probably build 2 trailers from that. Looking at that, we've got solid wheels, and we've got the cutout wheels, and they're beautifully moulded. You know, those wheels, they're lovely. Typical Great Wall hobby, it's just lovely, really nice, really high quality stuff. So yeah, very impressive. Very impressive little kit. And then finally we've got this little bag here. Again, we have staples, which we hate. I'm going to carefully open this up and take it out because I don't want to rip this bag open. Go away, staple, you're gone. So there's a little bag there. So we've got another little bag here, and that's got a little spring in. That's the spring for the seat. I'll have to look at some reference. I'm not sure if that would have a column run at the middle of it, or if it's just hollow see-through. It's great if it's see-through because we can just cut the plastic away and add it. And then here we have our little sheet of photo etch. So you can see on here R75 with sidecar. We've got a little sheet of photo etch. You've got those tiny little splash guards there. We've got the gear linkage there. And then there's those little padlocks. You can see those little padlocks there, across there. Very difficult to show you photo etch when it's all shiny. This plastic, if you're worried about ripping it off and damaging the parts, if you soak it in boiling water, it will just come off. Or you can soak it in thinners or something, and that'll degrease the fret for you as well. So that's the best way to get it off if you want to. But yeah, very nice indeed. There's a little photo etch fret there. Here's a little decal sheet. Great Wall Hobby made in China, so it's not cartograph or anything. But we've got little number plates there for the front and back. So yeah, you can see very nice indeed. Lovely little decal sheet, and you've got all the markings there. And you actually have BMW. And they actually have BMW written on there. So they won't put it on the box, but they put it on the decals, and they're actually on there. It's BMW going across the top. So that's really cool. And then here, finally, we have this little bag of little photo etch wheels, which would be lovely, but the 3D printed ones will be much nicer. And we can see those there. Really, really nice. If I take that plastic off, if I just peel it back, you can see there, they're very nice. The only trouble with them is, it's like everything photo etch. When you use photo etch to show cables and ignition looms and stuff like that, the photo etch is square in section, it's not round, so it looks very sort of slabby, and if you dry brush it you'll pick up all the corners and you make it look even worse. So yeah, it's bloody gorgeous. It's better than moulded plastic, don't get me wrong at all, but the 3D printed resin ones are much nicer. So I've already done a review of these. Not sure if the video's gone out yet, but I'm not sure which one I'm going to put out first. I'll probably put the other one out first. But you can see that in here, dedicated to this kit, they were actually made for this very kit. Not just this kit, this actual one. This is Peter's own kit. And as I say, he's asked me to build it, so I will. And you can see there, I mean, if I peel this one back again, got two there. If I peel this one back again, I'm not going to throw these away, no way, I'm going to keep them for something else. But you can see, when you look at that like that, next to each other, you can hopefully see that the 3D printed, I mean I've got the photo etch next to the tyre. Now I'm not cheating, they are in the same distance away from the lens. But when you look at that like that, they look lovely, don't they? They look really fine, nicely detailed. When you look at them like that, those 3D printed wheels makes that photo etch look like chunky, doesn't it? Crazy, absolutely crazy. So yeah, very nice indeed. I'm just wondering what diameter those spokes are. I bet they're 0.15, 6 thou, maybe 8 thou. They're tiny. I don't want a chance measuring them because I'll probably break them. But they are absolutely gorgeous. Really nice. And on the back side you've got the brake drum side there. So that's going to be your front wheel. That's your front wheel in your spare. And I'm guessing that is the sidecar and the I'm guessing the sidecar's got brakes. Yes, the sidecar's got a brake drum in it. So that's your sidecar wheel there. That's your rear wheel, that's your front wheel, that's your spare. So it'll be quite obvious when you build the kit which is which. But you can see on the back face we've got the drum, and we've got the tyre lettering on there. Really nice. just looking. Yes, we do. I wondered if we had a valve, and we do. We have a tyre valve there. If you can see it, it's just there. Well, as you're looking at it now, it's at 3 o'clock. Yeah, they're all at 3 o'clock. So, yeah, aren't they gorgeous? To get these off is, a lot of people really make a song and dance about it. It's not that bad. You just nip through and just basically cut them away. What you could do with these actually is saw across the base. You could get a saw and just cut across. Just cut across like that. Not scale blade. Just cut across like that, and then trim all that off. But people get very scared about it. But unless it's a really flimsy part, like one of those machine guns I was showing you from Airscale, then it's not a problem. But they are just stunning. I hope he does more of these. They're absolutely stunning. Can you imagine if he got into doing, you know, wheels for 24 scale classic cars and that, and the, you know, your Model Ts and everything? It'd be amazing, absolutely amazing. So although the Model T has, of course, spoke wheel, didn't it? It didn't have wire spoke wheels, but you could do some for that 8 scale E-type Jag from Revell, couldn't he? Anyway, that's been. Oh, I forgot to show you this as well. This is the engine part. And you can see here we've got the actual cylinders with the valve gear in them, so you can do it in a maintenance dive if you want to. And you've got the valve covers there to go over, and then you've got the clamps here. You can see, if you look at the front of the box, you can see the arrangement, what it's like. You can see you've got this valve cover which is held in with like a T-piece, a central bolt going through. So we've got that on there, look. So we've got the T-piece here on the front, and then that's going to go into there and hold that down. So yeah, gorgeously nice. So there we are. Almost a shame to paint it, isn't it? So there we go. So that has been a review of the Great Wall Hobby Kit, which is, in my opinion, it's lovely. L3510. So there's your motorcycle sidecar, and it looks like 2 trailers, or at least 1 trailer. And then here, this is the art scale A35001, and that's your 3D printed wheels. And as I say, he also does a set which is, the wheels look identical. The actual engine is different, obviously, for the Zundap 750, which is also in the Great Wall Hobby range. So thank you very much for watching, and keep your eyes open. I will have a build of this very soon. It may even be a 1-parter, it'll probably be 2-parter tops. And we'll cover using this, building the kit up, and then we'll see how it all looks once it's all painted. So I will see you all soon. Thank you for watching. I've just had a look at this. I know it won't be a case of putting it all together and spraying it grey, because the engine's not. So there we go. Right. See you all soon. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.